This is the ReferenceUSA database. The ReferenceUSA database can be used for a lot of different reasons, including conducting research on businesses or markets. Maybe you're interested in starting a business and you need to see who your competition is. Or maybe you're trying to market a product and you need to find contacts who would be interested in your product. Either way, ReferenceUSA is a very powerful tool that can be used in a lot of different ways. Washtenaw Community College has purchased access to two different modules, the Business module and the White Pages module. For this tutorial, we're going to go into the Business module. If you hover over U.S. businesses, this becomes a clickable link. In the search that we're going to do, we actually need to do a custom search. So we're going to click on this tab. What if we were going to begin a restaurant? We would need to know who our competition was within a certain area. So let's first of all go to business type. Whenever I click something in this menu, it will open up, and whatever I choose in these boxes on the left side will affect what happens on the right side of the screen. I'm going to choose keyword because this will search for any heading that has the word restaurant. I'm going to click the lookup button. ReferenceUSA is now going to give me all of the SIC headings that have the word restaurant. And as you see, there are a lot of different headings, including restaurant cleaning, restaurant equipment, but I want to start a restaurant. So I'm going to scroll down. Here I actually have the word restaurants, although I could actually be more specific and choose a specific type of restaurant, but I'm going to stick with the general heading. Now, when I click the word restaurants, it's going to appear down below here. Now, if I come over here and click Update Count, it says that I have over 500,000 restaurants. Well, I know that can't be right, but what ReferenceUSA is actually doing is it's giving me all the restaurants that it has listed across the entire United States. Well, that's not helpful. I need to know the restaurants that are in my area that would be my competition. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to limit the search by geography. I could come over here and click city because maybe I just want to know what restaurants are within my community. When I click something here on the left, it adds it over here on the right, although I may have to scroll down the screen to see it. So I've said that I want to see what restaurants are within a certain community. By choosing city, I first have to limit by state. So I'm going to say Michigan. And it now gives me all the communities within the state of Michigan. Well, I really only want the restaurants that are within Ann Arbor. And when I click, it now becomes selected and appears in the right-hand box. Now when I come and I update my count, I have 353 restaurants. We're now going to click View Results. Now I have 353 restaurants that are within the Ann Arbor area. The problem is that some of these restaurants are not close to where I am. And I actually border another community. So maybe I need to revise my search. This time when I limit it by geography, I'm going to unclick city. And I've decided that maybe I need to do a search by radius. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to put our starting address. they're going to ask us, how many miles do you want us to go out? Well, I'm going to say 2 miles. This time when I update my count, I only have 68 restaurants. And when I view my results, I'm going to see that not only do I have restaurants in Ann Arbor, but I also have restaurants that are located in Ypsilanti. And this is much more accurate for what I need. One of the things that you'll want to notice is that some of the restaurants have arrows that point up. This means that they are owned by a parent company. And if you were to click on this blue arrow, it would show you the information for the parent company. And if you were to click on this sideways tree, it would show you where this restaurant fits within the corporate structure. The next thing that I want to do is I want to create a list of all the businesses that I found. Now, because of the way that our licensing agreement reads, we can only do 50 prints or downloads at a time, and I have 68 results. Consequently, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to click this, and it will highlight all of the companies on this page. Now, I could go to the second page and also click, and I would now have a total of 50 companies. I can come back later and get the companies from the third page. One of the things you might be inclined to do is to just go ahead and hit print, but I would advise against that. It's much easier if you download first into an Excel spreadsheet and then print out your information. So I'm going to click download, and it gives us a couple of choices. First of all, I do want to download into an Excel file folder. But I think I want a little bit more than just the summary. I would very much discourage you from choosing detailed because there are a lot of hidden fields that you don't see on the screen that would show up in your Excel file. Instead, what I would choose is custom. By clicking on custom, it gives you a lot of options. First of all, it defaults to 7 main fields: the company name, executive information, address. But you know what? Maybe I want more information than just that. Maybe I'd also like to have phone numbers. Now, they give you a couple of choices right here. I would suggest that you do phone number combined because in one field it will put both the area code and the phone number. Another piece of information you might want to have is if they have a website. And SIC codes are really important, especially if you are trying to start a business. So I'm going to click primary SIC code, and because I don't have them memorized, I also want to have the description. Okay, that's all the information that I want. I'm now going to click download records. And yes, I'm going to open up the file. It will give you this message. We're going to click yes because we do want to open the file folder and we know that this is from a trusted source. And here's the list in an Excel spreadsheet. You will have to scroll over horizontally to see all the information, but it's all there. Thank you for viewing this tutorial on ReferenceUSA. If we can be of any further assistance, please contact a reference librarian at 734-973-3431.